Hello, packing fam. We are the Jacksons, and on today's episode, we are heading on the MSC Seascape, and I'm going to give you guys an honest review of how we enjoyed our cruise, everything that went down from the ports, the dining, the entertainment, atmosphere, everything. But first, I wanted to give you a little background of who we are. My name is Renisha. That's my husband Chad and our daughter Nyla. We live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Go Tigers. We love cruising. We've been on 10 plus cruises, and this cruise was our biggest yet. And this was also a birthday gift for our baby Nyla, and we just wanted to show you guys how much we enjoyed it and if MSC is right for you. So stay tuned and keep watching for today's video. So first things first, we had to get to Miami where the MSC Seascape is departing. So we got on our plane from New Orleans, Louisiana, and we flew to Miami. So we actually had 2 days in Miami, and be sure to check out our 48-hour and Miami video where we talk about places that we ate at, our hotel nightmare, and just other activities you can do before your cruise. So we had such a good time in Miami, but it was time for cruise day, and we were so excited. This is our first time going on MSC, and we were just excited and enamored by the ship and how affordable the cruises were. So we thought, why not give it a try? And this was our first time with MSC. This was Nyla's birthday cruise, so we just had a lot of firsts going on. So for today, we're going to talk about the ship amenities, the ports of call, the dining, and the atmosphere/vibes. So that's what we're going to base everything off of today. And that way you can kind of figure out, is MSC for you or not? So the MSC Seascape actually debuted last year in December, and this ship was designed mainly for the U.S. sailing so that the MSC could branch out into the American market. And we were so excited to be on one of the newest cruise ships in the world, and it was just a lot. It was a lot of different emotions, but we were so excited. In first impressions, this is a beauty. She was beautiful. She was the most beautiful ship we've ever been on, for sure. It was gorgeous. I loved the way this ship looked. I loved the feeling. It was just so luxurious. It was just such a beautiful ship, and it just had so many beautiful things going on. This is the wine cellar that's next to the Butcher's Cut restaurant and the teppanyaki. Speaking of teppanyaki, this is the teppanyaki restaurant that we loved, and we'll get into that a little later. And this is just the main promenade, if you want to call it, just the main lobby alleyway, and it was just amazing. It was beautiful. So many beautiful spots to take pictures at, and we just enjoyed looking at it. Everything was just so beautiful, and Chad every time was like, wow, this is so nice. Like, it was just amazing. And as well as the pool areas, this was probably where we spent the most of the cruise, because this Nyla, we had to peel her out of here. We had to literally drag her out of here, out of this jungle pool area. She loved it, and I did too. It was so nice. It was just everything. It had a retractable roof, so they would let it out during the day and then close it up later. It was just beautiful. We loved the jungle pool. We loved the area. Had nice little games to play, and on the pool deck they had a Robotron roller coaster simulator. It was unreal. It was just such a good vibe on this ship, on the pool deck. It was just beautiful. Ultimately, just so beautiful all around. We just enjoyed looking and walking around and just finding new things to discover. And Nala loved the pool. She was just so excited, and she's been talking about this trip ever since we left. So we know we did a good job trying the MSC Seascape, and we were just so excited to just see something different for once. And this was the biggest ship we've ever been on, so it was amazing. Just look at this water park. This water park is 3 stories. It was just amazing. Nyla and Chad had such a blast, It was just amazing, you guys. We genuinely enjoyed it. So now let's get on to the room. We actually had a really good deal, and we booked this room, a balcony Bella, for the price of an interior. And this was our first time in a balcony room as well. And it was just amazing. Everything was so nice. The only issue we had was a little bit of spacing issues as far as like the closet and where to put our belongings, but it was still so beautiful and we really enjoyed the room. Now let's get into the first of our 4 ports of call, which was Ocean Cay. That is MSC's private island in the Bahamas. And we've been to the Bahamas a few times, like most cruisers, and I love it. Chad gets tired of it from time to time, but the water, it's amazing. It's the most beautiful water you'll ever see in your life. I loved this port. It was so nice. It was such a relaxing port, and it was a good way to start off the cruise with such a nice beach day. And we really, really enjoyed that. It had a lot of different beach areas to enjoy, and it was a little rainy in the beginning of the day, but towards the afternoon it was gorgeous outside. The beach, the water, everything was beautiful. And y'all, the key point of the day, the lunch. The MSC Ocean Cay lunch barbecue was the best lunch at any cruise line we've ever had, from fried fish, jerk chicken, curry, pizza, burgers, hot dogs. It was just so good. We were scared we was gonna have to go back on the ship, and then once we were on the ship we didn't want to come back out. But y'all, the lunch was impeccable and the best. We really enjoyed Ocean Cay. We cannot wait to go back, and I highly recommend booking a itinerary with Ocean Cay. So for the next stop was Ocho Rios, Jamaica. I had been to Jamaica before with my family to Montego Bay, but never Ocho Rios. And you guys, upon arriving, it was absolutely breathtaking. It was some of the most beautiful land I've ever seen. I shed a tear. It was so beautiful, and it was so exciting to go as a family. So first things first, we decided let's get a taxi to Conoco Falls. We wanted to do things our way today. We didn't really want to book a tour or excursion. We just wanted to see what we can do. Now, of course, the taxi cab for us 3 was about $60 a piece. Well, $60 together. So, that was from to and fro Conoco Falls, which was, it was kind of steep, but for $60, we did get air-conditioned van, and we were able to go to this wonderful waterfall, Conoco Falls. It was beautiful. We had such a good time there, and we loved just driving up to it and just looking at it. And it was a beautiful place. We had a really great time. We decided to go there because I just wanted to see more nature in Jamaica. We didn't really want to do the Blue Hole or any excursion like that because Nyla is so small. And we just wanted to do something that we knew she would enjoy since it's her birthday, and we wanted her to have a really, really great time on her trip. And she loved the falls. It was beautiful. We got to see a lot of koi fish and a lot of animals, and she just really enjoyed that, and so did we. We had a great time. We saw lots of birds, and we actually got to take pictures with a lot of animals. She loved this parrot. It was so beautiful to watch her, and this is what we do this for, just to see her little smile. It was just amazing, and she was scared of that snake, but we had such a good time. I enjoyed Conoco Falls, and it was very affordable. It was only about $20 per person to get in, and Nala was free. And we got to see these most beautiful waterfalls, you guys. It was absolutely gorgeous. We would definitely go back to Conoco Falls if given the chance. It was beautiful. We would wear more sensible clothes next time, but it was great. Then we got changed because we were planning to head to the beach. So we actually went down close back to the port by the Margaritaville, and we decided let's go have some lunch. And it was not the best experience, not because of the food. The food was actually pretty good. It was actually the Margaritaville. And one thing we will say about Ocho Rios that we did not like was the hustle and bustle and, people trying to get you to buy every single thing. And it was just very uncomfortable at a lot of times, and we hated it. And we even at Margaritaville we were basically forced to buy pictures that was taken of us that we didn't even want, and we didn't really like that. The food was great, but everything else we could do without. But this was such a beautiful view of the beach and the MSC Seascape in the background. Overall, we had a great time at Ocho Rios, but just be aware that, they really try to make a living with tips and gratuities and selling things there. So please keep that in mind when you decide to go, and just, make sure that you're aware of your surroundings and just try to stay safe as much as possible, because things can get a little bit uncomfortable. Well, it did for us. So just please keep that in mind when you decide to go to Ocho Rios. Next up was Grand Cayman. I had not been to the Cayman Islands since I was a little girl, so we were so excited to go back. So first things first, we had to get a tender to the island of Grand Cayman. It was beautiful. Look at the water. Oh, and we decided today we were going to go to actually take the public bus transportation for $2 a person, you guys. $2. Highly recommend. And it took us to the Cayman Turtle Center, and Nyla's favorite marine life is turtles, and we just thought, let's go there, let's surprise her. And you guys, this was the highlight of our cruise. It was so beautiful. She got to see all the turtles, and what I really loved about this place is you actually get to swim and snorkel with them. You get to pet them. You get to do so much with them, and it's just such an interactive place. And it was so affordable. It was only about $30 for adults and about $20 for Nyla. And that was just so great considering how much we pay back home to do things like this. And it was just such a beautiful moment. I love watching her and Chad interact together with the turtles, because she loves it, and she had such a great time. And we got to pet them, we got to see them, and it was just such a major highlight in our trip, and something that we're going to remember for the rest of our lives. And it was just amazing. And I loved the fact that you can do shark feeding, you could swim with them. I don't know if I would, but I highly recommend, other people can do that, and just, take a look at this place, because it was just gorgeous. It was so beautiful. Of course, we go to Cayman Island, you hear of 7 Mile Beach, which we definitely wanted to do and wish we would have had more time to do that after we left here. But we decided, let's just do something centered around our family, and it was just so worth it. And there goes Chad, of course, sliding down the slide. Oh my goodness, he is a character. But that was so much fun, and it was just literally the best day ever, you guys. It was so much fun. The best day ever. I can't say that enough. I loved getting to do this with my baby girl, because she is the most important thing to us. Her happiness is the most important thing in our lives, and just seeing her light up and knowing that we did such a good job as parents to make sure that she had a great trip and she enjoyed what we were doing, not just going on the trip, but actually enjoying what we're doing. That was the most important part of the trip. And also, what I will say, we really enjoyed everything Grand Cayman had to offer as far as the lunch that we had at this Cayman Center. You guys, this was the best lunch we've ever had. Oh my God, homemade chicken curry with plantain and fried fish. Definitely great. So after that, we got back on the ship, and it was time for the next port. Last but certainly not least, our favorite cruise port probably is Cozumel. We love Cozumel. We love all the things you get to do. And we decided to do what we always do, go to Paradise Beach Club. It was so much fun. We love Paradise Beach. This was our 3rd time going. We love Paradise Beach. It's an all-inclusive beach club. It's only about $60 per person. Nala was free. It has the biggest heated pool on the Cozumel island, and it has beautiful beach access. It is amazing. We had great fresh chips and guac, and Nala loves the beach, so it was just amazing. Of course, it's not going to be crystal clear water like you would see in Grand Cayman or Bahamas, but it was still just a great vibe, a great time, and we love it here. We always try to plan to go every time we know we're going to be in Cozumel, and we just love it. We actually decided to finally give it a rest and try a different beach club next time, but I know we will be back because we always come back, and it was just such an amazing time, and we always have a good time at the pool and eating the fresh guac and chips and eating all the delicious food and all the lovely drinks our hearts can desire. So we definitely recommend Paradise Beach, so please book them for your next cruise. Now let's touch on the most requested topic about MSC: the food. And y'all, you will be pleasantly surprised that everything we enjoyed in the main dining room, the buffet, was amazing. Of course, you have some hit or misses from time to time, but you guys, it was such good food. Better than Carnival, better than Norwegian to us, well, the older Norwegian ships. It was so good. It definitely did not deserve bad reviews like the other ships maybe have had, but it was just amazing. It was so much good food. We really, really recommend that you go in with an open mind. You know, the buffet, we didn't really get a lot of footage there, but they had a lot of good breakfast, good lunch, different things. But we really recommend the specialty dining. We were able to get a free dining package actually with our sailing, so we were able to go to Butcher's Cut and Teppanyaki. So this is us going into Butcher's Cut. You guys, it was so beautiful. The ambiance was so nice in Butcher's Cut. We were so thankful that MSC, along with the balcony perk, we were able to get a dining package. Like, the savings that comes with this cruise line is insane, you guys. It's so insane, and it was just it made the cruise more special from top to bottom. It was such a good feel, and we absolutely loved Butcher's Cut. It was amazing. Nala, of course, she didn't really eat that much because she's not a steak person, but she had so much pizza at the buffet earlier, so she was good. And must I say, the pizza is the best at sea to us. We didn't even get any pictures of it because we could barely keep it on Nala's plate long enough. But take our word for it. So we started off with some soup and salad, delicious, and I had some lamb chops, and Chad had a New York strip. It was so good. Oh my goodness. And we had some dessert. Of course, I'm basic. I get ice cream. But Chad had a lava cake, and it was delicious. I actually did eat a piece of that. So next we went to teppanyaki on the last night, and we love teppanyaki at home, so we just thought we had to do this for the last night. And Nala loves teppanyaki. It's her favorite type of dining experience. She loves fried rice and watching them prepare the food. Of course, it's no open flame like it would be at home because we are on a cruise ship, but it was still great to watch the chef prepare everything and do everything with such, delicacy, and just everything was just amazing. And we highly, highly, highly recommend, if you're able to get a dining package either from one of their perks or either paying for it, they were still affordable. It was only about $100 for a 2-restaurant package, so $100 per person for 2 restaurants, which is somewhat similar when you go to Royal Caribbean, or Carnival doesn't really offer dining packages, but it was just amazing. We had such a good time, and he prepared some of the most delicious teppanyaki we ever had. We had grilled shrimp and grilled salmon, which was my absolute favorite dish on the cruise. And he was just so much fun. He loved making Nala laugh. It was such a good time. Chad enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. The steak, amazing. 10 out of 10. Recommended. We'll go back. Now let's talk about the vibe and entertainment and the overall atmosphere. This is the sail away party and another dance party they had on a sea day. It's definitely not as hyper active as Carnival, but it definitely is a great vibe and everyone is down to have a good time. It's very family oriented, which we loved. And the entertainment was actually really, really good. We enjoyed the entertainment. Usually cruise ship entertainment is not really good, to be honest, but it was pretty good. We saw some good shows, some great singing, some great dancing. We thought overall the vibes were great. Now, we did encounter a lot of, from time to time, some rude passengers, but I mean, you're gonna see that on every ship you go on. Some people just are like that in their everyday life, unfortunately. But we had such a good time on our sea days, interacting with other people, interacting with other families, and it was just overall a good vibe and such a great time. So I think we touched on all the points for MSC, and this is what me and Chad and Nyla have thought about when it comes to, our final thoughts with MSC and what we cruise with them again. Absolutely. We loved MSC. We loved the quality of the food. We loved the aesthetic, the itinerary it offered. We loved everything. The only thing we did have some minor dislikes about was the quantity. When you go on Carnival, there are a lot of casual options. We didn't really have that at MSC. It's either the buffet or nothing. And we didn't care for that. And obviously the attitudes of guests, which you can't really control, but it's there. And the deck plans. It could be kind of confusing, but all in all, it was still such a great trip. We enjoyed it. Thank you, MSC, for bringing us along, having a great trip. And the cruise was still very affordable. It was only $1,600 for our trip. It was a 7-night, 4-port Caribbean cruise, and we were able to get a balcony room and a free dining package. So overall, for $1,600, that was a steal, and we would go back in a heartbeat and do it all over again. So I hope you like this video, and I hope these tips and tricks helped you. And please be on the lookout for more coming soon. And thank you so much for watching.